What if the budgeting method you're using right now is actually hurting your finances? Could a simple change in budgeting strategy unlock the wealth you've been chasing? From the popular 50-30-20 method to the radical anti-budget, there are many paths. But choosing the wrong method can keep you stuck financially for years. Stick around, because today we'll explore every budgeting method out there, helping you find your financial breakthrough. Budgeting. Everyone says it's essential, yet most people still struggle with it. If budgeting were easy, wouldn't we all have mastered it by now? But surveys show nearly 60% of people can't stick consistently to a monthly budget. Why is that? Because not every budgeting method works for every person. Popular financial experts like Elizabeth Warren, Dave Ramsey, and Paula Pant offer vastly different methods. Warren's straightforward 50-30-20 rule aims at simplicity and ease. Dave Ramsey's envelope method relies on tangible cash control. Zero-based budgeting advocates track every cent, ensuring nothing slips away. Paula Pant's anti-budget rejects strict rules altogether in favor of flexibility. Each of these methods emerged in response to different financial challenges faced by millions of people. Historically, budgeting evolved dramatically over the decades. The 1980s saw a boom in budgeting due to rising consumer debt. By the 2000s, the internet made countless budgeting methods accessible overnight. Today, social media turns budgeting methods into passionate debates online. Financial influencers argue endlessly about which budgeting method reigns supreme. But what if they're all partly right and partly wrong? Each method is popular precisely because it solves different problems. But understanding your personal financial style is key to finding your budgeting sweet spot. Before diving deeper, think carefully. Which financial struggles frustrate you most? Let's unpack each popular budgeting method carefully, starting with a brief history. The 50-30-20 rule exploded in popularity after Elizabeth Warren introduced it in her book, All You're Worth. Its simplicity drew in millions of beginners wanting a quick fix. But soon, users found themselves confused. What exactly counts as a need versus a want? Zero-based budgeting traces back decades, popularized heavily by financial guru Dave Ramsey. This method attracts those who seek total financial clarity and control. Yet it quickly gains a reputation for being tedious, complex, and demanding constant attention. Ramsey also popularized the envelope method, a throwback to simpler, cash-only budgeting times. Many loved the psychological power of spending physical cash, but the digital era presented unique challenges to this tangible system. Paula Pant's anti-budget arose in rebellion against overly strict, structured methods. Many flocked to this method, desperate for financial freedom and flexibility. But critics quickly labeled it too vague, questioning its effectiveness for less disciplined spenders. The online finance community became sharply divided over these methods. Reddit, Twitter, and YouTube comments overflowed with debates, each camp fiercely loyal. People passionately defended their chosen budgeting system as superior. Ironically, this confusion around budgeting methods made financial planning harder for many. Many people repeatedly switched methods, hoping one would finally click. Frustrations mounted as budgets failed repeatedly, leading many to give up budgeting entirely. So let's clearly explore and unpack each method now, giving you clarity at last. The 50-30-20 method divides your after-tax income into 3 distinct categories. You allocate 50% towards needs, rent, utilities, groceries, and transportation. 30% of your income is assigned to wants, entertainment, eating out, hobbies, and lifestyle purchases. The remaining 20% goes towards savings, debt repayment, or investments. This method shines because it's straightforward, ideal for beginners. However, problems arise quickly when people blur needs and wants. Is internet a need or a want? Opinions differ. This confusion leads to overspending, causing frustration and abandoning the method. It's powerful for beginners who need basic structure, yet it lacks depth for people who require detailed spending analysis. Many financial coaches recommend starting here, then transitioning later. It's fantastic for those intimidated by budgeting complexity. But if your finances are nuanced or strained, this method might prove insufficient. Ask yourself, are your spending habits simple enough for this broad strokes method? Or do you need more clarity and detail in your finances? Zero-based budgeting means assigning every single dollar a specific job until your budget hits zero. It demands meticulous tracking of every expense, large or small. Advocates love the unmatched clarity and precision it brings. However, it requires significant time, effort, and daily management. People who thrive on structure and detail often succeed tremendously here. However, it quickly overwhelms others, causing burnout and discouragement. Common tools include apps like YNAB. You need a budget, perfect for this detailed approach. But beware, flexibility is limited, potentially leading to stress during unexpected events. Zero-based budgeting is extremely effective for those in debt or with tight financial constraints. It leaves no room for confusion, clearly highlighting problem areas. But for busy or disorganized individuals, the system might become burdensome. The critical question: do you value detailed control or prefer more flexibility? Decide carefully, because the difference will make or break this budgeting strategy. If organization is your strength, zero-based budgeting can profoundly transform your financial health. But if daily tracking sounds draining, consider another method. The envelope method involves physically allocating cash into labeled envelopes for different categories. Once an envelope runs out, you simply stop spending in that category for the month. This method's psychological impact is powerful. Holding cash creates immediate accountability. Dave Ramsey advocates this for breaking impulsive spending habits. But what happens when online shopping or subscriptions occur digitally? Many envelope method users struggle here, mixing cash with digital expenses. However, some find digital envelope apps a modern alternative. Still, this method shines brightest for those who struggle with overspending and impulse control. Physically handling money enhances emotional awareness of spending habits. This method is not ideal for everyone, particularly if cash use is inconvenient. But if overspending is your main challenge, envelopes can be incredibly effective. Ask yourself, does physically handling money help you spend less? Or is cash management inconvenient for your lifestyle? The envelope method remains popular because it uniquely addresses overspending habits. Yet modern adaptations may be necessary to make it practical today. The anti-budget method is all about simplicity. Save first, then spend freely with whatever remains. No tracking categories, no complicated budgets, just automated savings. Fans love its minimalism and flexibility, reducing stress and effort. But the method assumes you're disciplined enough not to overspend after savings. Critics call it vague, leaving many prone to overspending. Yet for disciplined earners with consistent income, the anti-budget can be liberating. It eliminates budgeting anxiety, perfect for those tired of detailed tracking. But for less disciplined spenders, it risks financial chaos. Consider carefully, are you disciplined enough for total spending freedom? Or does financial freedom actually lead you to overspend and feel stressed? If you're disciplined, the anti-budget can be life-changing. But caution is advised. Self-awareness is crucial here. Your financial personality determines if the anti-budget sets you free or backfires. Which one will it be for you? Choose wisely. Your financial future depends on it. After exploring each budgeting method deeply, you're probably wondering, which one is truly the best? The reality might surprise you. There's no universally best method, only the best method for you personally. This revelation changed how millions of people approach budgeting today. Immediately after trying a new budgeting strategy, you'll notice emotional reactions. For some, rigid methods like zero-based budgeting initially cause stress before leading to clarity. Others feel immediate relief with the anti-budget, but struggle with long-term control. Realizing there's no perfect one-size-fits-all budgeting strategy gives people permission to experiment without guilt. The online finance community has started shifting toward more nuanced budgeting advice. No longer promoting a single correct approach, experts now emphasize personalized budgeting. Immediate responses to this shift include decreased financial stress and increased budgeting success rates. Financial apps and services quickly adapted, now promoting customizable budgets rather than strict frameworks. People now feel empowered rather than trapped by budgeting rules. This immediate sense of empowerment significantly increases commitment to financial goals. The result is clear. Immediate satisfaction comes from matching your budgeting method to your unique financial personality. Have you already identified which budgeting method suits you best? In the long run, understanding different budgeting methods creates lasting financial confidence. Over years, users of the zero-based method develop exceptional discipline, deeply ingrained spending awareness, and predictable savings. Long-term users of the envelope method typically see significant improvements in impulse control. Conversely, those who've mastered the anti-budget method often report reduced financial stress and greater overall happiness. The 50-30-20 approach provides sustainable simplicity, offering balance even as financial situations evolve. On a broader scale, understanding different budgeting methods dramatically impacts financial education globally. Schools and institutions now teach multiple budgeting approaches, highlighting the importance of individual financial psychology. Financial technology companies now prioritize personalized experiences, abandoning one-size-fits-all methods. The long-term repercussion is profound. Personal finance becomes genuinely personal. This encourages more people to maintain budgeting long-term, rather than quickly abandoning it after initial frustrations. Ultimately, sustained budgeting creates more financially empowered communities and happier individuals. Budgeting is no longer seen as a painful chore, but as a customized roadmap to financial freedom. Ask yourself now, what does financial freedom look like for you in the long term? The answer could lie in matching your budget to your personality and goals. Remember, the best budgeting method is simply the one you'll actually stick with. Budgeting sets a strong financial foundation, but what comes next? Once your budgeting system is running smoothly, the next big financial challenge is learning to grow your money. Saving money is crucial, but investing transforms your financial future. Yet many people remain stuck, unsure where or how to start investing their newly budgeted savings. If you've wondered, how do I invest even a small amount of money effectively? My next video will show you exactly how. I'll reveal easy, practical ways anyone can start investing right now, no matter your income or financial background. This investment strategy changed millions of lives and might just change yours. Your future self will thank you. Remember earlier when I asked if your current budgeting method might be hurting you? Now you know exactly why and how to choose better. Ever wonder why certain budgeting methods work effortlessly for others but fail you? Keep exploring. Your perfect method might be just around the corner. I'd love to hear your experience. Which budgeting method resonated with you most today? Let me know by subscribing and joining our community, because we're all in this financial journey together.